What's up guys, my name is Will Clements from Outside World Outfitters. Today we're going to be going through the new Hobie Outback 2019 model. They did a lot of upgrades to the Outback. I know it's kind of a long-awaited update for a lot of people that have Hobies, and for people that haven't, it's going to be some really cool features to use this boat, get out on the open water, and try it out. So we're going to go over the features bow to stern, do a little walkthrough, show you some of the new cool stuff that the engineers out at Hobie came up with, and walk you through it. So here we go. Up front they changed the bow a little bit, kind of made it a little bit flatter, so if you have a fish cooler or anything like that, you can set it on top here. Got your traditional Hobie handle in the front, similar hatch to the old Outback, bungees on the sides, so you got plenty of storage inside. You still have the sail mast hole right here, so you can put a sail on it if you want. If you're going offshore or you like to get out on a windy day. And then guys that like to video their fishing trips, this sail mast spot also works good for a camera pole right there. So you got that, you mount all sorts of accessories or lights in that slot. Comes with the turbo drive, so you have forward and reverse, and a little bit more speed with those longer fins. So that's the Hobie drive there. Got two rod holders in the front, kind of angled out to the side for trolling. Also a good spot to stash your rod once you do catch a fish. You're dealing with the fish in the center here, you can just set a rod there so it's out of the way. Getting into what I call the cockpit right here, this is the part that changed a lot compared to the 2018 Outback. They added some H-rail right here that's also got gear track in the top, so it'll use your Hobie H-rail accessories as well as any accessories that mount with gear track, so you can put that on either side. You have the gear track on top of the H-rail, you also have gear track on the outside. On the outside edge, so you inside edge or outside edge there. And you have lots of cool little accessories. There's pockets on the sides for putting your soft plastics or pliers, anything like that. And then you have a bunch of bungee tie downs, so you can clip your pliers to this, forceps, anything like that, and keep up with it. And then they also have cool tie down bungees for putting tackle boxes in there. And those actually slide right into your gear track, so you can put a tackle box right in there and have it locked down. If you're launching out in the surf or anything, you need to have stuff really strapped down. That's the way it'll do. Still have the access ports for putting your fish finders, anything like that, through the hull. So it's got the through hull wiring kits already there, and plenty of little storage pockets for anything else, all sorts of accessories you want. You can add those. Down in the middle, we have a little dry hatch. They've kind of taken the dry hatch off the Pro Angler and turned it at an angle, so you have a big rectangular hatch. You can put tackle boxes down in here, all sorts of dry storage, maybe even use a small little bait tank, make something up to go down in there. But it's nice and easily accessible, and it opens up, gives you a little bit more room to work with than their old horizontal hatch. So it's kind of a vertical orientation, I guess. Still got the same seat. You got high-low position, you can tilt it a little bit. When you raise it all the way up, you do have a good bit of storage underneath. And then right underneath is where your transducer cable, if you're running a fish finder, that'll come up through there. And this has the new Guardian Transducer housing. So you can lower that housing if you're using side scan. You need to be able to shoot the beam out to the side. You can also raise it up if you're coming into shore or going through a rocky section of the lake. You can pull it up and protect it. So that cable's right here. Pull it up if you need to protect it, or if you're transporting, and then drop it back down just like that. It's got the same kind of rudder pull. You raise and lower your rudder on this side, and that's that. Moving on back, underneath the seat you got two grab handles. So they put big stout grab handles, make it easier loading and unloading. Those are kind of positioned underneath the seat. Usually at loading or unloading you'll have the seat off. You can get the boat to the water and then put the seat on. The nice thing is you got steering on both sides. So with the rudder down, you have steering on the right and the left, which is good depending on if you're right or left-handed. Whichever hand you fish with, you can keep your fishing rod in one hand and steer with the other, make little adjustments. Got a cup holder on both sides. One's a little bit bigger than the other if you want an Nalgene water bottle. We've got one over here as well. And then they kept the little kind of stash trays that I call from the old Outback. We're just putting hooks and little lures that you might use again later. Got both of those kind of behind the seat on each side. Moving back to the back, got a big tank well back here. Plenty of room for an H crate and a bait tank, all sorts of stuff. And then you have similar Little tackle storage pods on either side. You can put more tackle boxes, more rod holders, all sorts of accessories back here as well. And you got two molded in rod holders back here. Got two molded in rod holders back there as well. So plenty of gear storage on this thing. You could deck it out any way you want. Fishing, camping, sailing, all the above, all at the same time. One other thing they got in the back is a little spot to latch down your Hobie cart, which is kind of handy. You roll it down to the beach or something, you can put that cart right back here in the back and latch it down with a bungee. Just a nice way to get it up out of the way. Before you had to have it sitting up here behind the seat and it kind of got in the way. So being able to put it all the way back here at the back is really nice. And then for the Outback, they used the rudder system off of the Compass that they had last year to kind of incorporate it into the hull, so you don't have a rudder hanging off the back and having to worry about damaging that. So it's right here. Again, you got the steering wheel both sides. It stays up under the hull, so when you do pull it up, it's protected from hitting things. And it's a little bit easier to deal with when you're transporting too. Back in the back, you got a big old handle, kind of like for the pro anglers. So you can grab onto that, makes it really easy to transport and load. They do have the 4 holes for the power pole mounting system or any motor systems you want to add. Most people are using that same 4-hole pattern. And then they have a little loading and unloading block. We'll show you that clips onto this back handle for when you're raising it up on your car roof. Keeps that from sliding out from under you and protects the rudder a little bit more as well. So that's pretty much the walkthrough. We're going to take it out on the lake, see what we think, but it's going to be a great boat for around here at Lake Lanier, or even taking it down to the saltwater, anywhere you want to go with it. Just stop by the store and try it out.